everybody, and welcome to Singalong Productions Interactive Storytime. Today's story is Frozen. So before we start, let's warm up our voices a little bit. I'm going to give you a test. I'm going to sing a line from one of my favourite songs in Frozen, and I want you to sing the next line. Are you ready? Do you want to build a snowman? Very good. I never see you anymore. Come out the door. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. Do you want to build a snowman? Okay, bye. Very good, everyone. Those are excellent voices. Now, the next thing I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to send you on a very quick scavenger hunt. You have got 60 seconds only to find me a wooden spoon, a saucepan, and a carrot. Are you ready? When I say go, you're going to have to run. Ready, steady, go! Quick as you can! If I were you, I'd head to the kitchen. That's probably where you're going to find the things. And if you don't know where things are, don't panic. Ask a grown-up, because they'll know where everything lives. Oh, and if you can't find a carrot, don't worry. Use another vegetable. You could use a potato. You could use a tomato. Do you know, you could even use a pencil. I just want something that you can hold up in the air at the appropriate time in the story. How are we doing, everybody? Oh, some of you are back already. Well done, you lot. It might be time for a little time check. Where are we at? 20 seconds. Come on, you lot. Move everything around in the kitchen. You know the carrots are probably right at the back of the cupboard. 10-minute check. 10-second check. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Quick. 4, 3, 2. Well done, everybody. You made it back. All right. Grab your saucepan. Turn it upside down and grab your wooden spoon. And when we start the story, whenever I shout, horse, I want you to bang on that saucepan and make lots of noise. Now, your carrot. Well, this is for Sven, because we all know that Sven is a reindeer who loves his carrots. So whenever I say Sven, can you shout carrots? Let's have a practice. Sven! Fantastic. Now, there's lots of brilliant characters in Frozen, aren't there? There's some goodies and some baddies. We've got Prince Hans. He's lovely, isn't he? He's so handsome, and he loves Anna so... Oh, no, hang on a minute. He doesn't love Anna at all, does he? Whenever I say Hans, can you give me a great big panto boo? Let's have a practice. 1, 2, 3. Hans! Lovely. You know who my favourite is? Olaf. I love Olaf, and Olaf loves hugs. So whenever I shout Olaf, can you shout hugs? Olaf! Brilliant. I think we're ready to tell my story. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I will begin. Once upon a time, there was a princess named Elsa. This little princess had a secret that only her parents and her sister Anna knew. Elsa had power. She could make magic and snow with just her hands. One night, Anna and Elsa were playing together. They were building a snowman and ice skating. But suddenly, Elsa lost control and she hit Anna's head with her magic. Anna was badly hurt, so her parents went to the ancient mountain trolls for help. The wise old trolls saved Anna, but they erased all memories of Elsa's magic from Elsa's head. After this incident, Elsa's parents worried that people would fear Elsa's powers, so they surrounded the castle walls and they never let anybody inside. Elsa didn't want her sister to be hurt again, so she locked herself in her room. Even after the sisters' parents were lost in a storm at sea, they didn't spend any time together. Years later, it was time for Elsa to become the Queen of Arundel. For just that day the gates were open and hundreds of people across the kingdom attended the coronation ceremony. At the coronation party, Anna danced with the very handsome Prince Hans. Boo! They got on very, very well, and Hans, boo, asked Anna to marry him. They asked Elsa for their blessing, but she thought their engagement was a very bad idea. She was furious and she started to lose control and blast ice from her hands. Everyone stared at Elsa in shock. Now all of Arundel knew her secret. Elsa panicked and she fled for the mountains. Elsa's out-of-control powers had created a terrible winter storm in the middle of summer. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like the swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Join in. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. Excellent singing, everybody. Well done. Anna left Hans in charge of the kingdom, and she left to bring her sister and Summer back to Arundel. Anna rode through the storm on her horse. But her horse threw her into the snow and ran back to the castle. Luckily, she met an ice harvester called Kristoff and his reindeer, Sven. Together, they set off to look for Elsa. As they climbed the mountain, they met a cheeky snowman called Olaf, who was very eager to help. Anna's horse returned to the castle without her, so Hans knew she must be in trouble. Back on the mountain, Olaf led Kristoff and Anna to a huge ice palace that Elsa had created with her powers. Elsa told her sister about the terrible storm in Arundel, but Elsa was afraid that if she went back, she would make the storm worse. Anna tried to convince Elsa to come home, but Elsa got angry and she struck Anna with her magic again. Kristoff noticed Anna's hair was turning snowy white. He knew that only an act of true love could thaw a frozen heart. Anna knew if she could get back to the castle and kiss Hans, the spell would break. So they hurried back to the castle. Anna began to shiver. Kristoff was especially worried about her. At that moment, Hans and his soldiers arrived at Elsa's ice palace and they attacked Elsa. They brought her back to Arundel and they threw her in the castle dungeon. When Anna arrived back, she raced to find Prince Hans. She asked Hans to save her with a kiss, but he refused. Anna realised he'd only been pretending to love her. He really wanted to take over Arundel, so he needed to be rid of her and her sister. Hans left Anna alone and shivering. Luckily, Olaf found her and helped her warm herself by the fire. But Anna was getting weaker and weaker. Olaf glanced out the window and saw Kristoff and Sven racing towards the castle. With the last of her strength, Anna struggled outside. Meanwhile, Elsa had escaped from the dungeon, but Hans was close behind her. Anna was desperately trying to find Kristoff when she suddenly heard the clang of Hans's sword. She turned and saw her sister, But Elsa was in danger. Instead of saving herself, Anna leapt in front of her sister. Hans swung his sword and it shattered against Frozen's body, Anna's frozen body. She had turned into a block of solid ice. Freeze! Freeze, everyone. Don't move a muscle. Hold it. Elsa desperately hugged her sister, and suddenly Anna's body began to thaw. Anna's love for her sister had saved both of them and the kingdom. Soon the two sisters were best of friends again, and summer had returned to the kingdom of Arundel. Well done, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. You were brilliant. We'll be back very soon with another interactive story time tale from Singalong Productions. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.